Guarding the ball, 1,000, 1,000, take away the basket, and then jump out, right? To take away.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be breaking down what LeBron was actually saying in his podcast when he was describing this play, with graphics and some real-life examples so we can actually understand it. So first, let's play the full clip.
Like, it's a couple other coverages I would do. The pick-the-picker, B.O.B. Not bombs over Baghdad, but baseline out of bounds.
Yeah. America's play.
Yeah, America's play.
Yeah.
You have the guard, you have the best shooter sitting in the middle of the lane.
Yep.
You have the biggest wing sitting at the top.
Yep.
5 is on the strong side. You have the point guard taking it out.
Yeah. And then the weak side corner.
In the weak side corner.
Yeah.
It's not many times that the guy, the wing that's coming down the middle gets that pass. Because in theory, if you're guarding the ball, 1,000, 1,000, take away the basket, and then jump out, right? To take away the shot. The guy that's guarding the ball, when he says 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, why doesn't he just take the guard that's coming out for the pick-the-picker, and the guard that's guarding the pick-the-picker guy just falls right to the guy that's taking the ball out?
Yeah.
You go 1,000, 1,000. JJ Reddick is flying off left, right, where you know he's dangerous. He can shoot straight. I'm guarding the ball. I just take JJ, and the guard who was chasing you just falls right to the guy that's taking the ball out. That's one. That's not.
Okay, so what he's talking about here is a play called pick the picker, baseline out of bounds, or BOB. The formation he's talking about is called America's play or triangle, depending on who you ask, and it looks like this.
You have the guard, you have the best shooter sitting in the middle of the lane.
Yep.
You have the biggest wing sitting at the top.
Yep.
5 is on the strong side. You have the point guard taking it out.
Yeah. And then the weak side corner.
In the weak side corner.
Yeah.
So that's the setup of the play. You have your best shooter in the middle, you have your tallest wing at the top, you have your center right in front of the inbounder, and then your inbounder is your best passer / point guard. And then another wing in the corner doesn't really matter. So when they're in this play, they get a similar look every time. Firstly, the shooter goes up and screens for the wing to cut to the basket. And this wing should, in theory, be open, and that's the first read. You see that when the Mavericks run it here and get an open look with Christian Wood. But as LeBron says, that's not always gonna work.
It's not many times that the guy, the wing that's coming down the middle gets that pass. Because in theory, if you're guarding the ball, 1,000, 1,000, take away the basket, and then jump out, right?
What LeBron means by this is that the guy defending the inbound pass should take away the middle if he isn't distracted. Here, Marcus Smart was just too small, but most of the times this is a steal, as he's primarily making sure that no easy pass happens to the rim. So what happens next is a play is that the best shooter who just screened for the wing runs as fast as possible to the corner where he gets another screen from the big standing there. That's why it's called pick the picker. Watch this play by the Pacers. They disguise it a little bit by having them stand in a row, but then the wing pops up and gets a screen from Buddy Hield, who in this case is our best shooter. The inbound defender protects the wing pass, so Buddy Hield, who just set the pick, gets another pick and gets a wide open 3. And this play has been destroying defenses for years, because even if you guard the shooter well, there are millions of different options, as you can see here with the Warriors play. The shooter, in this case Clay, sets a screen for Poole to cut to the basket. The inbound defender makes sure the pass to Poole is not available, so Clay, then, who just set the screen for Poole, gets a screen from Draymond to get open here, and does a little bit of improvisation to get the easy basket.
Green, Thompson, DiVincenzo, and
Now imagine if you have a better shooter like JJ Reddick or some of the tougher teams LeBron plays against in the playoffs. Many times this inbound protector will have to help out, but as JJ Reddick explains, if he does go and help out, that's an incredibly easy pass to the shooter back to Halliburton in this case for the easy layup.
Whether I slipped or set the screen, I'm coming off. A lot of teams after 1,000 would send the guy guarding the takeout guy. They'd send him to me.
Yeah.
The problem is my guy's still chasing me. So what happens? I get the ball. I don't have a shot because now I got 2 guys at me. It's a quick pass back to the inbounder. He gets a layup.
So what is LeBron's solution to defend this? This is where his insane basketball IQ comes in, as he's saying count the seconds if you're the inbound defender. You know that 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, boom, the shooter's gonna start getting open. So you jump out to get the shooter, and the defender that was guarding the shooter runs in and gets your inbound player. And in fact, Michigan State was actually running this defense this year. Watch as the point guard yells start to the play here. And after exactly 1, 2, 3 seconds, boom, the inbound switches to the shooter, and all of a sudden, this looks like a terrible play and they have to get back in their offense. But let's watch that play back a little slower. The point guard goes and he doesn't really commit to the first wing screen, but then goes and receives the second screen, and boom, the inbound defender has already switched to the shooter, taking away that shot. And I'll zoom in here so you guys can see he counts till 3 and he moves out to defend the shooter. And if we look back and see what the defender of the shooter was doing, after 3 seconds and seeing the shooter go out for his three, he switches to the inbound player so there's not an easy return pass for an easy layup. And that's how LeBron would have wanted to drop the defense every single time to defend that play. Go back to the beginning and look at the clip of LeBron explaining the play, and all of a sudden it's going to look a lot easier. Let me know if you guys want me to do this for other videos, and I'll see you guys next time.